Hello and welcome everyone. We're going to dive into VELO Labs and the VELO token to see what they're all about. It's another incredible project working on real payment solutions. Their focus is not only on Southeast Asia remittance, but global remittance and much more, which you'll see in this video. After doing research, it might be the one you want to add to your portfolio, but always remember to do your own research. I'm just documenting some public information, and maybe it can help you make an informed decision. So with that out of the way, let's dive in. VELO is an awesome project in my opinion. The more I learn about VELO, the more I want to purchase it, and the price is exploding right now for good reason. Let's dive in to learn more about VELO. So VELO Labs is a global pioneer in Web3 based financial solutions, offering a cutting-edge liquidity and settlement network for secure, efficient value transfers. Backed by the Stellar Network and CP Group, their reach has expanded beyond Southeast Asia and the Pacific, now serving partners worldwide. They connect and complement the gap between traditional banking infrastructure and Web3, leading the way in blockchain mass adoption. VELO's extensive Web3 payment network and Lightnet, their licensed settlement partner, position them as a global heavyweight. VELO Labs offers a diverse range of Web3-based products, notably Orbit, tailored for individuals, merchants, corporations, and enterprises worldwide, dedicated to empowering global financial connectivity and expanding accessibility globally. One of VELO's main areas of focus is Southeast Asian remittances. Now, anybody that's lived in that area, just trying to send money back and forth from loved ones throughout those islands, it's not easy. You really got to go through hurdles, and not to mention the fees rack up ridiculously. So let's dive into this article that was published not long ago. So as new blockchains and blockchain-based platforms emerge, it's crucial for these ecosystems to be interconnected, enabling users to seamlessly transfer their assets without complications. VELO is enhancing its own ecosystem through interoperability, aspiring to become a pivotal connection point for various blockchains. Furthermore, Universe, which we'll go over in just a moment, and other products, Universe is integrating multi-chain login and registration support for networks such as Solana and Tron, thereby improving VELO's accessibility and usability. Efforts are in place to refactor the user database and management code, ensuring a smooth and secure experience. VELO is advancing its blockchain integration by incorporating the Solana and Tron networks, aiming to offer enhanced deposit and withdrawal functionalities to enrich its ecosystem. This initiative involves deploying Solana and Tron chain node and full node functionalities, thereby broadening the network's diversity and user options. I want to stop right there. I only see that growing. I only see other networks being added in the future. Continues that additionally, Universe is introducing a dedicated user interface for Solana transactions encompassing deposit withdrawal and account management across Web Plus and mobile platforms, ensuring a seamless user experience. The streamlined approach guarantees VELO's users have comprehensive and intuitive access to a broader range of transaction options, significantly boosting the platform's utility and user engagement. The integration with the Lightning Network marks a significant advancement in improving Bitcoin's transactions by implementing Lightning Chain Node and deploying a Bitcoin full node. Orbit, which is another product, aims to streamline Bitcoin deposits and withdrawals, making them faster and more cost efficient. VELO's dedication to ensuring inclusivity and connectivity with other blockchains is evident through the concrete steps it has taken. With aggressive strides towards unlocking the full potential of VELO protocol, VELO is poised for significant growth and innovation. As you can see, VELO is exploding in price. It's up over 155% for the month. It's up over 20% for the day. Now, VELO was launched back in September of 2020 and it has a total supply of just under 24 billion tokens and a circulating supply of just over 7 billion, which is not bad. It's not a bad amount in my opinion, considering what they're doing with this ecosystem. Now, from an investor standpoint, I personally don't think it's a bad number at all. This is awesomely bullish. Let's dive more into Lightnet. So Lightnet has created an interoperable corresponding network providing one comprehensive solution for connectivity. Its universal hub works with any type of partner, interacts with them through a single API, and removes the need for bilateral agreements. This cuts down the transaction costs while providing instant settlement for partners and payment correspondence. Now, Lightnet is building to become the leading global CDFI bank with 7 licenses. And just check this out. Check out Lightnet strategic partners. Visa, you have MasterCard, you got Stellar, you got 7-Eleven, 7Bank, MoneyGram, BitGo, Settle. This is huge. VELO is creating a trustless, limitless, formless, and borderless ecosystem for their users. Trustless, they're creating a trustless financial infrastructure that supports crypto payments and smart contracts. Limitless, with Web3 powered infrastructure, they imagine a world where money and innovation are limitless. It knows no forms or boundaries. Your imagination is your only limit. Powered by their Web3 ecosystem, your financial freedom is unlocked. Formless, value exchange takes many forms. The money you hold in your hand, gold that you mine from the ground, or equity in a company in the form of shares or tokens. The Web3 ecosystem provides a landscape where all assets are formless and can be transacted against their real-world value. Awesome right there. Borderless. They are building an ecosystem for the borderless transfer of currency and assets to anyone on the network. It provides an innovative suite of financial products and services that make it possible for users to transfer, invest, borrow, or lend funds across the globe. They are not only creating the future of finance, but they're also creating it to work with current legacy systems, which, when you're going through this change, it's best to work with the system and then you evolve from there. So they are not participating in just building Web3, but Web3 plus. So let's look at some of the products or features. You got Quantum, a one-stop lightning speed remittance network. Power up the traditional finance networks with a blockchain-enabled remittance superhighway. So Quantum connects their trusted partners, businesses, which are vetted and approved to join the network. They connect them to each other. So this allows their partners to access the benefits within the ecosystem. Then you also have Universe, a multi-chain DEX. Universe is a super DEX that allows users to connect to a decentralized self-custodian wallet to maintain control of their funds and reduce third-party risk. Meanwhile, it also supports a centralized trading engine and other matching systems to perform high-frequency trading of any asset at low fee. That's awesome right there. You also have Nova Chain. So what is Nova Chain? So Nova Chain is an EVM-compatible blockchain and a backbone of their Web3 Plus ecosystem that facilitates the on and off ramp partners to connect their services with Web3 Plus applications. Nova is an enabler of Quantum's interconnectivity, so they work in harmony with each other with various financial systems and provide frictionless transactions for all users of the network. Very cool. Orbit. You got Orbit is a simple to use mobile application that provides simple scan and go model for peer-to-peer payments. Using a common QR code system, your wallet connects to your assets in the VELO ecosystem and allows you to quickly transfer funds for various purposes. You also have Warp, a multi-network or cross-chain bridge. A multi-network cross-chain bridge that connects blockchain networks. So Warp supports Binance Smart Chain and Stellar networks at launch, with Ethereum and several other major chain support coming soon. Let's learn more. Let's dive into the white paper. Let's look into what they're solving. The current issue with legacy and traditional systems is that even if compliance and regulatory frameworks are there, they allow little in the way of anonymous transactions and privacy. Through the use of blockchain protocols, advanced cryptographic techniques, and flexible network architectures, VELO is looking to unlock potential latent in many industries by reducing inefficiency gaps and tightening processes. Through interoperability, seamless and secure sharing of KYB and KYC information between trusted entities can be carried out, while data privacy is enhanced. VELO's interoperability chain will act as a decentralized repository of verified KYB/KYC data, accessible only to authorized participants. When a transaction or interaction occurs, the involved parties can request and verify each other's KYB/KYC information from the chain, thus establishing trust and regulatory compliance. So VELO's KYB/KYC anonymous interoperability chain can be separated into 3 parts. This is where VELO tokens will be of utmost importance, as if the bedrock upon which the whole ecosystem and driving utility is built upon. Now, what sets VELO apart from other blockchains? Its unique proposition and strength. So the VELO ecosystem is a dynamic and interconnected network built on the foundations of our VELO tokens. Designed to be EVM compatible, their infrastructure enables seamless integration, allowing developers to harness the power of VELO while leveraging their existing code base and knowledge. VELO's infrastructure is based on their Nova chain with major differentiations as follows. So there's a bridging of TradeFi and DeFi through Nova chain. You also have organic retail, user acquisition, and KYC onboarding for enterprise users. So all this is very powerful. So power of decision making with the DAOs and low conversion costs and lowered barrier to consumer behavior change and differentiated revenue generation business model. From what I'm seeing here, VELO is a giant in the making. So VELO as a clearinghouse, a game changer. As a designated clearinghouse in their partnership with Solana Foundation, VELO is set to transform the digital gold market in Laos and beyond. By reconciling orders and ensuring efficient, accurate trade execution, they're not just processing transactions, they're creating a seamless trading experience. Risk management redefined. VELO's role extends to minimizing financial risk through innovation, acting as a trusted counterparty in transactions. This means that they bear the credit risk, providing secure and stable trading environment for all their users. Also ensuring smooth trades. Beyond the clearing, VELO guarantees the finalization of trades, maintaining financial integrity and boosting market liquidity. This translates into a reliable platform where digital gold transactions are settled with precious, upholding trust across the board. Now, let's have the pleasure of listening to the Chief Operating Officer of VELO Labs from a recent Mr. M podcast. The link to the video is in the description. Go ahead and give them a like and a subscribe.
I mean, what is it you guys are building exactly?
In the beginning, VELO was looking solely at just money remittance. Obviously, there's a lot of, I would say, areas where the traditional legacy systems can do better, and blockchain offers those sort of solutions. So originally, we just looked at purely in money transfer. Slowly, as we dive deeper into building our ecosystem, we realized there's a lot more opportunities and a lot more challenges that would need us to now broaden our scope to look at sort of the entire sort of chain and building beyond just the money transfer and looking towards beyond that, right? So just specifically money transfer, when we say money transfer is, let's say, sending money from one country to another, oftentimes one currency to another currency. If it's if an inefficiency that we see, especially within Southeast Asia, is certain currencies have a different, I would say, liquidity. So, for example, if you were to move from a Thai baht to Philippine pesos, right? It's not a direct Thai baht exchange to Filipino pesos. Oftentimes, you have to go Thai baht to USD and then convert to USD to Philippine pesos. So those two hops increases the price and the fee that generates into that. So having something like a blockchain project where you can have some sort of a exchange rate in between the two currencies directly would significantly reduce this inefficiency. So, but in order to have those types of rates and have some sort of settlement and clearance, you sort of have to build an exchange as well, right? That kind of allows people to trade and have this sort of thing. So it goes beyond just having a rail that transferred one from one. You got to have sort of a clearinghouse that offers these rates. And then afterwards, when people get the money, we look into financial inclusion, in terms of wallets and payments. That's a big thing. So that's sort of like where we start going to, not just building money transfer, also having exchange and having payment wallets in the Web3. And as we go along, there's a lot of changes in the industry. So, for example, we saw the failure of, I would say, third-party risk centralized exchanges that have failed in the last cycle. And this is actually something that we talked to our early backers who are institutional investors. This is something that they flag as sort of their risk prior to the crash, which is when they trade on centralized exchanges, their custody of funds goes to them. And obviously, if the exchanges fails, then all your funds are gone. So, kind of long-winded, but yeah. So we want to develop a way that people can exchange, can trade, and have a similar experience, trading like a centralized exchange, but still have their own custody of funds. So we sort of built sort of like a hybrid experience where it's an order book style DEX, performance similar to a centralized exchange, but you connect and trade through a MetaMask. And that those sort of trading and the rates of the assets trading on the exchange can be used for our payment wallets as an indicative when you go to your merchant and use your cryptocurrency to pay. So that's sort of an ecosystem. And then obviously, I think a lot of people realize that liquidity, large security in the world, right, is still in the traditional system. So the growth of the Web3 really comes from how do you bring in more money, or how do you make it easier for people to move in and out of Web3? And that's on and off ramp. So, but obviously if it comes in to do with fiat currency, there's a lot of regulation. So building that sort of partnership networks of licensed partners, I think we make it easier for people to move money into our ecosystem and out is very also crucial to the whole entire thing. So in the largest scheme, in the big picture, we want to build, and sort of one is easy going in and out between traditional finance and Web3. That may be through a partnership that transferred the funds from fiat into stablecoin or crypto into a wallet that we own, and then that wallet can be used to trade on our universe order book DEX, or can be used to pay merchants goods and services that they accept, also transfer funds to other people similar to our money transfer as well. So this entire ecosystem is sort of what we're trying to build. It sounds very simple, right? Only 3 things, but there's a lot of components that has to work out right and a lot of work that has to go into it.
That was a great clip from the COO. Now, if you're looking for people to follow and you're getting into VELO, check out the Phoenix Rising on X, also Red Pill Pro. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider subscribing so you can stay up to date not only with VELO, but other amazing projects working on similar solutions. Thank you and take care.